Hello everyone, this is Uzma and I'm going to teach you economics, and welcome back to our class. And I'm very happy with your first year results. Like, many of the students are on the toppers banner, and plus I congratulate all of them, and also feeling very happy that many of you scored 99 marks in economics. So let us come back to our second year economics. Compared to your first year, second year is totally different. Okay, second year economics is totally different. Most of the chapters in economics is related with side headings. In all the textbook, you are going to find only side headings. You will not have any kind of graphs or diagrams here, just side headings. There are least answers which have points. So when I say there are many side headings, that means you need to have by hearting capacity in a sequence. Try to by heart the side headings in sequence. That will be helpful for you. So today's class is about the first chapter, that is economic growth and economic development. The unit 1 name is economic growth and economic development. Before starting the class, there are few basic information which you need to keep in order to understand economics. So there are three sectors in the economy. There are three sectors. First one is agriculture sector, the second is industrial sector, and the third is service sector. Agriculture, industry and service sector. Agriculture sector is also called as primary sector. Agriculture sector is also called as primary sector. Industrial sector also called as secondary sector. Then service sector is also called as tertiary sector. Always keep in mind there are three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary, which means agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. Alright, let us come back to the concept. Today's topic is characteristics of developing economies with special reference to India. It is a very important 10 marks question which will be asked in your board of intermediate as a first question. This will be your first question in your board exam. So please listen it carefully. So before starting the topic, let us know that there are three types of countries. Countries are also called as economies. So there are three types of countries: developed country, developing country and underdeveloped countries. How many types of countries are there? Developed, developing and underdeveloped. Can you tell me India comes under which type of economy? Is it a developed ones or is it an underdeveloped ones? It is neither developed nor underdeveloped. It is still in the process of development. So I can say that India is a developing country. Let me give you an example. Imagine that there are two countries. Listen it carefully. You need to answer the question. There are two countries, A and country B. Imagine that A is a village type and B is city or a town. So in country A there are no proper roads. There are mud roads, that too ups and downs are there. In country B you have clean roads. You have clean cement or tar roads. Tar in the sense dumber we say. So these are the roads condition. In country A there is no availability of water 24 hours. Only for 2 hours the water is going to come. You need to store and keep it. Whereas in country B there is 24 availability of water. Third condition, the electricity won't be there in country A, and in country B the electricity will be for 24 hours a day. Now based on the following situations, can you tell me which country is a developed country and which is a developing country? No roads, proper roads, no electricity, water for only 2 hours, water for 24 hours. Country B is developed country, whereas country A is developing country. Okay. Now what about the underdeveloped country? Whatever the things country B is having, like no proper roads, etc., the situations are more worse in underdeveloped country. Is that clear? Now let us learn why India comes under developing country. Why India is coming under developing country, let us know the reasons. The first point is low level of per capita income. Low level of per capita income. You have read per capita income in your first year. Let me recall it once again. Per capita income means income per person. National income means income of the whole country. Per capita income means income of an individual. So what is saying that low level of per capita income, when individual income is less, when some person's income is less, then automatically his standard of living will also be low. Okay. When you have less per capita income means less money of a person. When you have less money, that means your standard of living is also less. Again, let us take an example. There are two persons, person X and person Y. There are two persons X and Y. X person is having an own house. X person is having an own house. Y person is having a rented house. X is having own house, Y is having rented house. Now X is having 3 cars. How many cars? 3 cars based on the occasion where he is going to travel. Now the person Y is having a bicycle. The person Y is having a bicycle. So according to you, which person's standard of living is high? X or Y? X is having everything own, is having 3 cars, that means his standard of living is high, whereas the person Y is having low standard of living. Why? Based on what the standard of living is depending? Based on your income. Which income? Per capita income. When you have less per capita income, then your standard of living will also be less. Okay, when your standard of living is less, you will be coming under developing country, not a developed country. Is that clear? First reason is low level of per capita income. Second side heading, capital deficiency. Capital means actually wealth. For example, I want to start an industry of manufacturing bags. I want to start an industry of manufacturing bags and I am investing 10 lakhs in that. So the 10 lakhs is called capital. Understood the meaning? In general sense, basically capital means money. Deficiency means it is less in quantity, insufficient. So capital deficiency means insufficient money. Okay. Now low level of income will indicate low level of saving, and low level of saving will indicate low level of capital formation. How? When you earn less, you are doing some job and your salary is just 5,000 a month. That means your income is less. From 5,000, your savings you need to take out again after all your expenditure, paying electricity bill, water bill, house rent, school fees, etc. Some amount will be left with you, that are your savings. Little savings from little income. Then are you forming more capital here? No. That means the capital is less in quantity. Capital is less in quantity means capital deficiency. This is a chart like structure: low level of income, low level of savings, then low level of capital formation. Because we are having less capital, India is again coming under developing country, not a developed country. First reason was low per capita income. Second reason was capital deficiency. Please try to by heart it while teaching itself. First is low per capita, second is capital deficiency. The third point, technological backwardness. You can understand the meaning from this side heading itself. Technology backward. Technological backwardness means the technology which we are using in production is backward. This you have understood from the side heading. Now, whatever the methods we are using in production, that are old methods. For old, there are more synonyms. There are more words you can use instead of old. That is obsolete, primitive. So, we are using obsolete technology, primitive technology. Okay, in economics, it is necessary to use the economical words only, because if you use in exam, you have more chances of getting good marks. If you just write in your own sentence, less money, less per capita income, you are not going to score more marks. So, try to by heart the words and try to use it in your answers. So, technological backwardness means we are using old methods, primitive technology, because of which our productivity is low. When productivity is low, means output, you are manufacturing less. Instead of 100 bags, you are making just 50 bags. That means your productivity is less. So, when your productivity is less, you do not have much income. No income, you are considered as a developing country. Is that clear? Example, there are two persons who are farmers, and the first farmer is using latest technology, and the next farmer is using old technology like bullock carts, etc. He is using all manpower, he is using machinery. So, where the productivity will be more? The first person who is using latest technology. But are we using the latest technology? No, we are not using the latest technology, because of which we are still considered as developing country. Let us see the fourth reason, lack of infrastructural facilities. Infrastructure means just by seeing a country, I can say that that is a developed or developing. How? Based on the infrastructure. For example, when you come to your class, you find a whiteboard, a black marker, a red marker, a blue marker, a duster and comfortable benches, you have fan and light, etc. And again you just compare it with some kind of government school. You won't be having whiteboards, you will be having a blackboard. Plus you won't be having benches to sit, you need to sit on the floor. Then the electricity won't be there, lights and fans won't be there. So, according to you, the private school or college infrastructure is good, or the government school or college infrastructure is good? The private ones. So, just by seeing, I can judge that so and so country is developed and so country is not developed. So, in our country, if we see these facilities like roads, bridges, dams, communication, gas, water, supply, these all are lacking. These all are lacking. We are not having much good facilities. Everywhere you find the speed breakers, no proper roads, sometimes the drainages flows. So, is it a sign that we are developed country? Not at all. So, this is also one of the reason which is making India a developing country, not a developed country. What is that factor? Infrastructural facilities, lack of infrastructural facilities. First point was low level of per capita income. Second was capital deficiency. Third was technological backwardness. Fourth was low level of infrastructural facilities. Let us see the fifth point, high illiteracy. Illiteracy means uneducated. Illiterate means uneducated person. Illiteracy means number of people uneducated. Alright. So, the number of people uneducated are high in our country. Why? Because all the people work in agriculture sector, because agriculture sector doesn't need any qualification, it doesn't require any masters. A person who is uneducated can also join the agriculture. That means he is uneducated, right? So in India most of the people depend on agriculture, which means they are uneducated. When you are uneducated, can you earn more income? Like what a doctor earns, can a person who is driving an auto, can he earns that much? No, because the difference is literacy. He is educated and he is uneducated. Plus one more thing, illiteracy rate in females is much higher when compared with males. Means number of females are uneducated, the number of uneducated females are more when compared to males. Why? Because people's thinking, especially in the agriculture sector, they think that why to make a girl study? Why? Because anyhow they need to manage the household things. Because of this ideology, people are facing this problem, that is there are more number of illiterate females when compared to males. The sixth point, high rate of growth of population. The population is growing and growing and growing. For example, if I have a glass, okay, empty glass, and if you just tie a black ribbon on my eyes and I am pouring the water inside the glass, I am just going on pouring and pouring, I do not know what is the limit of the glass because I am not able to see. That means the water is overflowing. In the same way, population of our country is overflowing. Why? The reason is low death rates. Why the death rates are low? Please listen this carefully. Why the death rates are low? Because we are improving our medical facilities. In hospitals, the facilities, the infrastructure, the machines, doctors, everything is improving, because of which they are doing good care of the patients. So the death rate is down. That means when no person is dying, that means everyone is surviving. When everyone is living, that means the population is increasing. Okay, and one more reason is high life expectancy rate. High life expectancy rate. Life expectancy, that means previously people used to live for 90 years, 100 years, sometimes 110 years also. And in this days you just find 40 years, 50 years, the last is 60 or 70, am I right? So the life expectancy is increasing, because of which also the rate of growth of population is increasing. The first is low per capita income, second is capital deficiency, third is technological backwardness, fourth is lack of infrastructure, fifth is high illiteracy, sixth is high rate of population. Let us see the seventh one. High IMR and MMR rate. High IMR and MMR, infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate. Mortality means death. Mortality means death. Infant means the children who are less than 1 year. So their deaths are more, because of which India is still developing. Let us see the eighth point, unemployment. Unemployment means jobless people are more. Why? Because we are unable to provide employment to all the persons, because we have less capital, because we have less money. For example, in my industry, I need only 10 workers. Remaining all work my machines will do. Okay, so why would I hire 20 to 30 persons? I don't need it. I need only 10. So that remaining 20 to 30% are unemployed. When unemployment rate is more, no income. No income means we are still developing country. Next, traditional bound towards works and life. That means people are believing in their superstitions. Superstitions, I hope you know about this. For example, if a cat cross your way, that means something bad is going to happen with you. People say like that. These are their thinking, their beliefs, okay, their tradition you can say, or their superstitions. Okay. Now imagine that I have a land Okay, some person is having a land and he have two sons, so he have divided the land into two parts, and these two sons they have still their two sons, again the land is divided into four parts. Then again they are having their family, again divided into smaller parts. Again they are having their family, again divided into smaller parts. Again their family, again divided into smaller parts. That means this is called as friction. This is called as friction. When we are dividing and dividing the land, that means the fertility of the soil will be getting reduced. Even if you grow more number of crops, you are not going to earn any income from that, because the quality of the crops won't be good. Plus you won't be able to produce more crops in unfertile soil. Is that clear? Last and final point is joint family system. This is still prevailing in India. That means, imagine that there are 10 sons. There are 10 sons. Then only the first head person is going to work. That means only one person, the eldest person in the family, brings money, and the remaining persons are unemployed. That means all are depending on one person's income. That means the income is more or less? The income is less. When we have less money, can we buy a good house? Can we buy a good car? Can we make our children study in good schools? No. So again we are coming back to the same situation, where India is still a developing country, not a developed country. So these are various reasons why India is still developing, why not developed. When someone asks you like this, you need to answer these are the reasons. Let us recall it for the last time. There are 10 side headings. Try to by heart it in a sequence manner. First is low per capita income. Second is capital deficiency. Third is technological backwardness. Fourth is lack of infrastructural facilities. Fifth is high illiteracy rate. Sixth is high rate of growth of population. Seventh is high infant mortality rate. Next point, eighth is unemployment. Ninth one, traditional bounds towards work and life. Last point is joint family system. Is that clear? So try to understand this concept. The second year economics, you need to connect everything with your real life, then you can understand economics very easily. If you just try to by heart it, after few days you are going to again forget it. So what you need to do, take a book, write all the side headings, write all the information and explanation which we have given, try to practice it and by heart it, then I can tell you that you can score 10 marks in your first question which is going to come in your board exam. Very important question, please focus on that. Okay. One more small topic which was left is capital is divided into human capital and human resource. This is a very important topic, basic question you need to keep in mind. Human capital means the amount of capital invested on health and education is known as human capital. Human resource means what skills a human possesses. Example, your washing machine is not working, you call some technician, he will be opening some screws, bolts, nuts, etc. That means he is using his skills. You are listening to the class now, what you are using now? You are using your skills, you are using your brain, you are using some methods how to grasp the content. That means you are using the human resource. Is that clear? Alright, see you in the next class. Till that, stay at your home and keep practicing. Thank you.